I honestly have no idea what to think about this, alright? No idea what to think about this list. So, I don't know if anybody's heard about this list yet, but I'll explain this. So this list has been making the rounds of the supposed list that was offered to Sakura. Again, Nintendo's the one picking the DLC, keep that in mind, and Nintendo presents it to Sakura, and then he determines whether or not he can make a character work. So this is the supposed list that was going around. There is this image. A lot of people are thinking it was Photoshop because you couldn't find the actual post. But after a little bit of digging, I actually found the actual post that this is from. So this is not, it's not fake. The post itself is legit. But the information on the list, that's what comes into question. So here's the list. Here's what's going on. Again, like I was saying, Nintendo presents this list to Sakurai, and he says he can make if he can make this character's work or not. So I believe there's about 40-ish characters on this list. This is supposedly for the DLC characters. So, and this post is from May 31st of 2019. So at that point, going back to May 31st, 2019, the only character that we knew of at that time was Joker. The only character that we knew. We didn't have the Hero and Banjo reveal yet. That hadn't happened. So, here's the list of characters. So it starts off with Joker, starting since he's already in. But then Amaterasu, Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, Bandana Waddle-Dee, has Banjo, Bill Reiser, Byleth is on there. Let's see, Captain Toad, Chun-Li, Crash, Chrono, Doomslayer. Here's something kind of interesting. But Erdrick from Dragon Quest, Ezio Auditore from the Assassin's Creed. We got Flynn from Shin Megami Tensei. We got Hayachi Jabanyan, Lana. Not sure which Lana, if that's Hyrule Warriors Lana or if there's like a Pokemon Lana or something like that. Lara Croft, Leon Kennedy, Linkle, Lloyd Irving, Laura from Torna. I don't know what that is. The Luminary. So they have Erdrick and Luminary, which is interesting. Not Hero, as he was called in the game, but they got Erdrick and Luminary, so interesting. What else do we got? Moving on, Monster Hunter, Phoenix Wright, Porky Minch, Professor Layton, Rayman, Rex, not and Methra or Pyro, they're not on there, just Rex, Ryu Hayabusa, Sephiroth, that's an interesting one, Shantae, also interesting, that might be the only actual indie character on here, nope, never mind, quote from Cave Storage on here, but Shantae, got Sora, Spyro, Steve, Terra from Final Fantasy, Terra Branford, I believe, Terry Bogard is on here as well, quote, Cave Story, you, and then Yuri Lowell from the Tales of series. Now, there is one very notable name that is missing from this supposed DLC list. That happens to be Min Min. So if this was the entire list that they were going off of for potential DLC candidates, why would there not be anywhere on here that says ARMS character? Why would it not say Springman? Why would it not say Min Min? So that's a little sus to me. It's a little sus, alright? Sorry, sus. I've been watching a lot of Among Us videos. But no, I don't know how to feel about this list. Because again, this was made before we knew, the only character we knew at the time was Joker. So everybody else is still on there. Which, by the way, labels every single character we've gotten since then, besides Min Min. That's, okay. But it had Joker, obviously, but then it did have Banjo. It had Erdrick and Luminary, but again, not Hero. So maybe tiny bit strange. I don't know how to feel about this yet. But it had both Luminary and Erdrick, so interesting. And again, remember, Erdrick was pretty much the name for the Dragon Quest character. That was the big rumor going around, right? Erdrick is going to be in Dragon Quest. Erdrick is in Erdrick. That was what everyone was thinking. Very, very, very minimal people were saying Luminary. Almost nobody was saying Hero. It was always Erdrick. So maybe they were using that as bait to try to weed out who might be dishing out information to insiders. That could be something to make note of, but I don't know how to feel about this list. Like, this is the thing, right? You are missing Min Min, like we've talked about. But say for a fact that Min Min was ended up to be chosen later, you know? I mean, this list was... I mean, this was right about the time that Fighter Pass 2 was being decided, keep in mind. May 31st, and we figured last summer in 2019. Yeah, what year is it? 2020. Yeah, last summer in 2019 was pretty much when they decided, yep, we're going to go Fighter Pass 2. They knew that they were going to start doing this stuff. So they started, you know, the pre-preparation plans of who could be in, who they're going to try to go negotiate, and all that sort of stuff. And Min Min is still not on here, but Byleth did happen to be in here. So, again, kind of weird. I'll leave the link to this. You guys can go check it out for yourself if you want to. It's fine. I'll leave it in the should be in the description. But so I guess my question is to you: if anybody wants to believe this, we'll just play fun game. Fun game. I don't know whether to believe this or not. It's a leak for Smash Bros, and I always throw that just in the trash. Set them off to the side. Like, I don't believe any of these leaks until Nintendo or, I don't know, 7-Eleven tells me or something like that. But let's play a fun game here. Out of these characters listed, since we only got 4 slots left, who would you pick out of this list? Who would you pick? Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can read this a bit better. Again, we got Amaterasu, Arthur Ghost and Goblins, Bandana Waddle-Dee, Banjo. I mean, you guys can kind of see on the screen. But if this is the actual list, we are potentially, again, if this is the actual list, we could be looking at the actual final 4 characters. The final 4 characters could be on this list somewhere. Scroll down a little bit. There we go. But we could be looking at them. We could actually know the entire Fighter's Pass. But maybe we don't. Maybe this is just a very lucky. I mean, there's a lot of just common requests on here, right? You got Sora, you got Crash, you got Spyro, you got Ryu Hayabusa, you had Doom Slayer in there, which, by the way, the correct name, it's not Doom Guy, it is Doom Slayer. They had that on there. One very notable exception, though, which maybe you could make this a little bit more believable. They do not have Geno on here. They don't have Geno. Now, why is that specific? I mean, Geno is like one of the most, if not the most, speculated character in the Smash community. And him not being on this list kind of presents or gives evidence that this may be Nintendo's list that they offered to Sakurai. Maybe they didn't want anything to do with Geno. They just flat out said, nope, we're not going to deal with it. Here's the list. Who can you make work? What can we get done here? So I'm just saying. And again, I don't know. I'm very, very baffled about this. Like, we could be looking at the potential actual list. Then again, this was from what, 4chan? Yeah, it's 4chan. That kind of speaks a lot for itself. But I don't know, man. Like, again, every common request character is on here besides Geno, which, like, I don't know if that helps it or hurts it. Like, there's a lot of Western-based characters on here, too. A lot of Western-based characters. I would expect if this was more the Nintendo list that they would offer to Sakurai to pick from, I'd expect more, Japanese, more Eastern sort of franchises to be on this list, right? Like, for example, why do we only see, like, one character from franchise? Like Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed, for example. He's on here. We know it didn't happen, at least not yet, he hasn't, but we got the Altair, right? Got the Altair Mii costume. So was that a mix-up, or did, I don't know, Ubisoft want Altair instead of Ezio? I don't know about that, so a little strange for Assassin's Creed here. But Hayachi, we had nobody else from Tekken on this list, just Hayachi playing it. That was it, nothing else. Kind of strange. Resident Evil. Did they have they already had their Spirit event at this time, though. So, again, I think Spirit theory's out of the window, thrown out the window, but maybe it isn't. I don't know I honestly don't know what to think. I'm very mind-boggled right now. But Leon Kennedy is on here when you don't have other characters from Resident Evil, well, that were also part of that Spirit event. For example, Chris Redfield, you got Jill Valentine. Where's Wesker? Was he ever considered for playable? Like, I don't know, man. This is crazy. Like, and they just flat out they had Luminary and they had Erdrick. What about Monster Hunter? Why did they just list Monster Hunter? Is it just going to go generic Monster Hunter character? Who knows with that? Like, I don't know. This is very strange. And, like, it's interesting to note as well. 2, right? I think it was just 2 Final Fantasy characters. Sephiroth and Terra? Knowing how difficult it is, or how little content they get back from Square and what they agree to, in terms of music tracks and just everything, is it worth it? Would it be worth it for Nintendo to try to get yet another Final Fantasy character, only to get another 2 music tracks or something? Like, I don't know. What's up with that? What's up with that? So, this list boggles me. I don't know what to make of it. Let me know what you guys think. Have you seen this list? Do you believe it? I think that's the better question. 2 questions. Remember, play the game. Out of all these characters, if this is the legit list, what are the 4 characters on this list that you want to see the most? Let me know. But I don't know. I can't make up my mind. I think because I'm so in the mindset of you present me a leak for Smash Bros, I immediately reject it and go, nope, no, thank you. Get that away from me. I don't care, don't need it. I'll wait for the actual reveal or an actual legitimate leak from Nintendo or 7-Eleven at this point, right? I'll take whatever. So this random post, which again, the post is real. I got that. I'll leave the link in the description. The post is real, again, from May 31st, 2019. So it's got a lot of it, right? So what do we say? What do we say? I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna say I'll put this on the back burner, right? I guess the only thing we can really do is wait until the next DLC character gets announced for Smash Bros, right? Wait for character pack number 8. If that character happens to be on this list gains a little bit more credibility. If the character's not on this list, then, well, this whole thing is fake. But as of right now, I think it's a leak to keep your eye on. It's something to, okay, maybe. Again, put it on the back burner. Just keep it in your mind. Just be like, okay, maybe there's something here. Then again, maybe it's just like every other Smash Bros. Leak. And, yeah. I mean, that's all I'm going to talk about. That's all I'm going to talk about. I don't even, like, I got my preferences on here. I got my preferences of who I'd choose. That that's all I got for this one. Let me know what you guys think. Again, link in the description. Go ahead and click it if you want to read the rest of these posts in here or whatever. That was another thing. There's no Pokemon list on here. No Pokemon either. And that was like a huge thing, right? Everyone's, yep, Gen 8 Pokemon confirmed. There's not a single Pokemon on here. Not even generic Pokemon Gen 8. There's not even that on here. I don't know. That's all I got. Let me know what you guys think. And maybe I'll see you when I'm looking at you.